There we go. Cue the music. You got my good side, Sandy? My good side? My good side?
The best side we've got.
The best side we've got. You got me showing only one chin, not three.
We're putting the 3-chin filter on.
More chins than a Chinese phone book. That's me.
Is it? I don't. I get it. It took me a while. I haven't had enough coffee.
I'm not quite there yet.
I haven't had enough coffee today.
Okay.
We're Eat Talk Repeat, another episode. Here we are. I am Ash Watkins, the Hamburguesa Principesa of Las Vegas. You can find me at Ash the Attorney on all platforms. John?
I'm the imperious, infuriating, irascible, world's greatest restaurant critic.
I like it. There's no. Yeah.
I had to set it up for dramatic purposes there. Okay. No, I'm just a guy who eats out more than anyone in the history of Las Vegas. True fact.
It's true.
It is true. And you can find me at eatinglv.com is my blog. At Eating Las Vegas is my Twitter account, and at John Curtis is my Insta account. And to Ash's never-ending consternation, I don't have just one branded name, because when I came into being, when I became a sentient restaurant critic, there wasn't all this social media stuff that you had to take care of, and branding things. That all evolved over time. So I was a little bit on Twitter for a while, then I was on Facebook, and then I had a blog, and so I have different handles on different things.
It's okay. It's your problem. It's a boomer problem, and it keeps people interested. But they will always find you here every week.
Eat Talk Repeat.
And you can find the show at Eat Talk Repeat on all platforms. We're on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, everywhere. You can follow, subscribe, hit the little bell. You get notified whenever.
Send us your pet peeves.
Yes, so at the website at eattalkrepeat.com.
Didn't we get a real profane one this week, or last week?
Did.
That person that was some vitriol in that thing.
That pet peeve. Yeah, I agree with it.
We won't read it verbatim, but that person was mad as a wet hen.
And then, you can drop us your pet peeves there. You can leave comments. I think we might eventually get to doing merchandise, which would be fun. A little coffee cup, an ETR coffee cup or something.
I want to do sweatshirts. I should wear it. My hangry sweatshirt.
Yeah.
We should have a sweatshirt. Take a note, Sammy.
Sammy,
writing down
note
here. Hangry, ? Listen to Eat Talk Repeat.
Oh, I like it.
So you could be like hangry in big letters, and then listen to, and then Eat Talk Repeat. Right,
I like it.
The front. Yeah.
And then our coffee mug will be like a prescription bottle, and it's Eat Talk Repeat, and we're there to cure your hanger.
Common hanger. That's it.
Your hanger.
Your hanger. Don't be hangry.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've been some places.
Yeah, but it's generally a lighter week than usual, because with the holidays and whatnot, I found myself not being as prolific in my going out as usual. And I have number 2 son in studio with me.
He is.
And his name is Hugh Alexander Curtis. Hi, Alex. The crowd goes wild for him.
I know, I don't
and
have
by
the
clap. Crowd, I mean
Sammy. And Rocky. Rocky's rolling around over there for him.
Yeah, so Alex is here visiting from ABQ, and he forgot to bring me any green chili, son. Man.
What? I still have some in my freezer if you need some.
Yes. I mean, a man cannot.
You just invite me over and I've got them.
Yeah, nothing beats a great green chili cheeseburger, which I think should be the national dish instead of turkey. Think about it. The green chili cheeseburger is what we should all eat on Thanksgiving.
I could really get behind that. Next year. Next year's your theme. That's your theme.
That's it. Son, take notes. Okay, there we go. All right.
Okay, so recent ventures for
Not
you.
as many. Tamba.
We went together.
With you, which was great again. Trying to get to Gymkhana, but not yet. I think next week I'll be going there. Settebello, the OG of Vera Pizza Napoletana.
Oh.
Did I say that right, son? He took a semester in Italy, so
Oh.
I bounce all things Italian off my son. Okay, and You or Me, now called Pan Asian restaurant. Ramen.
Yeah.
It's really a Thai restaurant. We'll go into that.
Okay.
Because most of the stuff that really hits there is Thai.
Okay.
Okay. So I had a great time. And on a whim and in a car, we went to Fork, Forke. Don't tell me to go fork myself. But I went there. It only opened a few days, but we read about it in the review journal, and
We talked about it a while back.
a while back, and it opened, and just we decided let's give it a go. And I'll talk about it. Probably too early to have gone there, but in my hood, and we'll talk about Fork. So where have you been?
You also went to Viking Mikes Yurt Bar?
Viking Mikes Yurt Bar, which isn't even open yet, and we hope to do a podcast remote from Viking Mikes Yurt Bar.
We're gonna try
coming up. Yes.
So my list, I went to Tamba with you, and then I went again to Tamba. I love that place.
And then she went to Tom.
And then I went to
You're
Tamba.
getting as bad as
Sam,
Sam.
I know.
Sam with what's his
Bavette's.
Bavette's Steakhouse. Where'd you go, Sam? Bavette's every week.
Well, at least
Bavette's.
Tamba deserves it.
Yeah, and well, at least Tamba has like 40 things on the menu
Yes.
you can order rather than just steak.
And burgers. Yeah. So Tamba ×2. I went to Joe's Stone Crab.
Good call.
Then I went to the La Barbecue pop-up in the Fontainebleau,
Can't wait
which
to
is
hear
a
about
fun story. And then also went to Winnie and Ethel's downtown diner. And so, yeah, a little breakfast, a little barbecue. I went some places.
You got around.
Yeah.
I would usually be at that barbecue place, but
I know. Fontainebleau. But I got a backstory to that. It's funny.
Okay. All right.
So, food news, like you said, Fork, Forke, the new French-American restaurant on West Sahara near Rancho has opened. And industry veterans Jerome Janist and executive chef Miguel Martinez, they're doing their thing. I haven't checked it out. You're going to talk about it later. Delmonico Steakhouse was named top 50 best steakhouse in North America. They made the list. I think they came in at like 37.
okay.
You want to know something fun?
What?
19 of that top 50, New York City.
Right. Well, that doesn't surprise me because New York City's been the capital of the American steakhouse for 150 years.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, that's a lot.
And
It's
then-
like they gave it to every steakhouse in New York City.
Kind of.
And tell me how Golden Steer.
That's why I brought it up.
How's
That's,
Golden Steer going to break into that category? That is stiff competition, my friend.
I'm headed there tonight
To the Steer?
to the Golden Steer.
Not in New York.
No,
Okay. Have they opened in New York
no,
yet?
not yet.
Okay, yeah.
I haven't gotten an update on that. Probably Q1 sometime.
I saw a great little social media post showing Amanda and her husband Nick with her father Mike Signorelli. Very nice. I did a story on Mike for a local magazine. God, it had to be at least 15 years ago now. He was a nice, engaging guy. Great interview.
He's a great guy.
Yeah, so it was nice to see him posing with his daughter and son-in-law. And I can't wait to hear about you, slobbering all over your Golden Steer accolades after you next week.
I know. Next week I will report back. I'm such a sucker for it, but
it's a good steakhouse. It really
I
is,
also
yes.
know I'm spoiled. I'm actually going with Amanda tonight. We're celebrating a friend's birthday, and so we got the reservations on a whim. So I have a cheat code. It's not fair. I know I'm biased, but I love the place.
So you have to. You're going with the owner of the place, but
Yeah.
you still need a cheat code to get a reservation?
Well, no, I'm just saying I know I have that cheat
okay,
code
yeah,
to
okay,
get
good,
in.
got it,
So,
got
and
it.
I know the biggest gripe of
Yeah.
the Golden Steer by many people is the 8-month wait list to get in.
I thought you were going to say, like, Amanda can't get in. She can't get a table in her own restaurant.
Actually, fun fact, she had to make sure like someone canceled to get in. She's not someone that's going to just like wedge her way in and make it difficult for her staff. So
Not the kind of owner I would be.
yeah,
if I
you'd be
owned the
different.
place.
You were like, I'm coming in.
Water should be parting. I'm almost to the front door. Yes.
Okay, so Delmonico, top 50 best steakhouses.
19.
Top 50, New York City.
That's like,
And I went through the list.
let me tell you, off the top of my head,
Okay.
and I haven't seen the list, folks.
Okay.
Honest to gosh.
I'll pull it up.
But,
so I can
I
quiz
used to
you.
live outside of New York, and I've traveled there extensively in the 80s and 90s. So I eat in a lot of steakhouses in New York City, but I'm probably haven't been there in 6 years, so I'm probably out of touch with some of the steakhouses there now. So I was going to say, let me try to guess some of them. I know Coat is going to be there.
They were number 2, I think. Yep.
Coat. There's. Are they still giving accolades to the Palm there?
No.
I don't think. Spark Steakhouse would definitely be one. The original Smith and
I don't
Walensky
think
might be one.
Oh, Sparks is
Spark
on
Steakhouse
there,
would-
46.
Yeah, it was
Smith and Walensky, no.
No. Okay, give me a hint of another one.
Okay, you want me just to go through them?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Gibson. Oh no.
Well, Gibson's is in Chicago. Yeah.
Sparks, Porterhouse.
Porterhouse, I was going to get, but I heard they were closing.
They might, but they still made it.
Yeah, they made it. Yeah, Porterhouse, is closed now. Yeah.
Wolfgang's.
Wolfgang's Peterson is the guy's last name. Have eaten there many years ago, and it was one of the best steaks I've ever had in my life. Peter Luger, of course.
Yeah, Peter Luger is on here. I'm trying to go. Delmonico's in New York City.
That's in Lower Manhattan, the original Delmonico's. Yes.
Dirty French.
Don't know that one.
Gui, Gui Steakhouse.
No, yeah, these are all more recent places.
Minetta
Minetta Tavern, yes, been there, and it's fabulous.
Keen's,
been many times. Home of the mutton chop, the double mutton chop, and they have all these pipes on the ceilings. Oh, an incredible. I took my mom there. God bless, back. I want to say it was 10 years ago now, probably more than 10, maybe 12 years ago, and we went to a Broadway show and we went to dinner. And my mom is a strict vegetarian. I think she had a piece of fish, but they have all the pipes on the ceiling. Keen's has been around, I think, since like 1872 or something like that. We had the best time.
So your birth year.
Yeah, my birthday. Exactly. That's why my mom wanted to go. Okay. So, yeah, Keen's is great.
The 8-6.
Don't know that one at
Peter
all.
Luger at 25.
Yeah.
American Cut at 24.
That's Wolfgang Puck's place. That's an offshoot of the cut we have here.
That cut by Wolfgang in Beverly Hills made it at 27. Let's see, Gage and Tollner.
Yeah, that's a reboot of an old-fashioned seafood restaurant in Brooklyn.
Bizarre Meat by Jose Andres.
I thought that, that's rather recent. Good.
Gallagher's,
one of the early progenitors of the dry-aged meat program.
Oh.
Yes.
Tsula Steak, Txula.
That's chula. That would be pronounced chula. That's Spanish. Don't know it. Probably more recent.
Let's see, Hawksmoor.
Hawksmoor is, I think, an offshoot of the London Steakhouse. So
Okay, that's
name.
in 10.
Yeah.
Beef Bar.
Don't know that.
4 Charles Prime Rib.
Nope, don't know.
Let's see, La Tête d'Or.
La Tête d'Or, that's new. I thought it was Vaudor. La Tête d'Or, the head of the okay, the head of gold. Okay, that's a new one on me.
And then Coat.
And then Coat. Okay. Lots of good steakhouses in New York City.
Lots of great steakhouses.
Lots of great steakhouses
here that are offshoots of these,
Yes.
like Bavette's from Chicago. We've got
a Gallagher's.
We've got a Gallagher's.
Yeah, it's in New York. Yeah.
Oh,
Used to eat there all the time.
What stopped you? New York.
After a while, yeah. But Gallagher's, when it opened, was a big deal. They had a small refrigerator case in front of the restaurant. It's probably still there with dry-aged steaks in the front of it. But yeah, it's been there, good gosh, since like the late 90s. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've got a lot of these great spots. So there's that. Let's get back to, when I read this, I highlighted the New York City thing, kind of poking you into the Golden Steer comment.
I took the bait. I couldn't resist.
I know, and frankly, I'm nervous for them too. But if anyone can do it, I think Nick and Amanda will find a way. So
if they capture some kind of old schooly vibe, like that's what Gage and Tollner did in Brooklyn, it was a very famous seafood place with dark wood and old sconces and very clubby. Looked like guys with mutton chops and giant Civil War beards would be walking in the place. Gage and Tollner redid this old, well-known Brooklyn restaurant and kept the vibe, that old school vibe, but with updated food. So you've got sort of the nostalgia factor with better food, And if they can capture that, they'll be a success.
I mean, I think they're really leaning into obviously the lore of the Vegas steakhouse and all the people that came through those doors, and then also all the people that have gone through the doors at 1/5, which is where they're opening in New York. So I think they are going to do that. And so,
do millennials even know who Sammy Davis Jr. was? I mean, really?
Yeah.
Who was he?
He was part of the Rat Pack.
How tall was he?
5'2".
Yeah, he was. That's close. What, 5 foot? Yeah.
1?
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
He's Rocky's height.
Yeah, he was a very small guy.
Okay, what else? R.I.P. John. Las Vegas's strip disco show is closing.
Crushed.
I know you.
Crushed. Oh my God, how am I going to wake up tomorrow morning?
Disco show is performing its final show on January 3rd. I am actually very upset about this. I've raved about it. I think it was a really fun experience, event, thing to take people out of town who were in town. But the restaurants, Diner Ross Steakhouse, 99 Prince, Glitter Loft, bars, they're all remaining open. Just the show is closing. So RIP Disco Show. But if you still want to go check it out, go. The tickets are still on sale.
Cheap.
Actually, probably not. I bet there's like FOMO. I bet there's a lot of people that want to go and see it. So
okay, let's get to the
Michelin
big news.
Guide.
Oh God. Well, I was asked today to appear on another local podcast, the CityCast, sometime in the next few weeks to talk about the impact the Michelin Guide will have on the Las Vegas dining scene.
Well, goose egg? You're thinking goose egg?
First of all, the Michelin Guide is a fraud. Okay, I mean
it's not as bad as James Beard.
Well, that would be a good argument to have, but let's don't have it right now. Let's don't go there now. Yeah, I mean, let's go through the news report.
Yeah,
is that Michelin is going to be doing a Southwest edition with 4 states: Utah, New Mexico, Arizona, and Nevada. So after literally a dozen plus years trying to get the Las Vegas Convention and Visitors Authority to pony up like $600,000 or $700,000 for a guide, because that's their business model. They go to a state or a city and say, "Pay us to come here and rate your restaurants."
Yeah,
and then we will send our trained guides and Epicurean experts to like tell everybody whether it's a 1 or a 2 or a 3-star, which is bullshit because they don't have enough guides to actually cover a city like Vegas or Philadelphia or Boston or New York. So they just kind of they rate a few restaurants. They send their people into the wild to check things out, and then they do what everybody else does. They aggregate opinions from the internet and then hand out stars. That's what they do.
I hope there's a great mystery novel or movie one day that tells me you ended up being a Michelin Guide reviewer.
Yeah.
You were hiding in plain sight.
Exactly. That was it. Exactly.
He just shits on the Michelin Guide.
Constantly.
Fuck
and then it turns
frauds.
out it's like one of those English spy novels where the whole time
it was him just hiding in plain sight.
Yes. But anyway, yeah, so they're doing it as a joint project. I mean, I don't know how with this in mind, how are they going to cover 4 states, the Las Vegas scene? Are they really going to employ dozens of inspectors with salaries to come and go to all of our restaurants? I mean, I think it's going to be a joke, but that doesn't mean that every chef and public relations person and hotel person right now is strapping on their knee pads so they can properly fillet the Michelin Guide, in public as much as possible.
Yeah, and now I guess kind of segueing off the conversation we had with steakhouses, since we have a lot of like redos of other places around the country.
Right.
Do you think they're going to ignore all of those and just go to the one-offs, the unique restaurants to the valley, or they'll...
Well, they can't if they were to properly evaluate our restaurant scene, but they're not going to have... I mean, it's just a joke that they're going to send like 20 people in here. They're going to send 3 or 4 people in to go to places. How much ground can 3 or 4 people cover when there's like 150 restaurants, that's worthy of looking at in this town?
I'd be shocked if Arizona and Utah have Michelin star worthy restaurants.
Remember, we mentioned this either last week or the week before. Don't forget Philadelphia and Boston paid for a Michelin guide, and each one of them got 1 star on one restaurant, okay? Those are big cities with a long-standing dining scenes and chef and culinary scenes in them. And so in one sense, that would be a way of resuscitating my opinion of them, because they didn't hand them out willy-nilly. They got all those chefs in Philadelphia and restaurants in Boston who thought, maybe I'll get a 2nd star, 2-star, 3-star. They gave out, like, I think maybe Boston got 2 1-star restaurants and Philadelphia got 1 1-star restaurant. I may
but
have
then
that
they do all the other stuff. They
The
do
bib
bib gourmands
gourmands,
and the recommended. Okay. Say you hypothetically you are a Michelin guide reviewer.
Right.
Where are you going? What 5 restaurants right now are you going to say, let me go check these out?
Well, because they're French, they will automatically go to both Joel Robuchon restaurants, which I know they have been to already, because I heard last summer they were poking around.
Okay.
They thought they were there. And I'm not sure they're all that anonymous anymore. So let's leave that on the shelf for right now. Guy Savoy, of course. Then you're going to go to Bouchon. You're going to do all the French places. Bardo Brasserie, because they're French. And French food is what they know best. I will give them that. And I rely on Michelin guides in France. So they're going to do
Will
that.
they go to like a Bar Bohème?
They will if they're paying attention. Yes, they will have heard about it. And then the second level is going to be the big hitter, expensive steakhouses and places in town. From Cut to Bazaar Meat to Cote to Delilah. Places that get a lot of traction in the big hotels, like
Carbone.
No, I mean they should go to Carbone. They should go to Le Cirque. They should go to Michael Mina's Fish and the Bellagio. I mean, these are high-end, super, super expensive restaurants that, if they're going to do their job properly, they would want to go to all of these places, starting at the Sahara and going through the Fontainebleau. What Fontainebleau has at least 10 restaurants that probably should be considered, don't you think?
Well, that sushi bar they have up at the top.
Ito, right.
And then I think from there I would really go to Ito and maybe the China Club.
And then Mr. D's or Mr. What's the steakhouse?
Don's Prime.
Don's Prime, Mr. D's.
I don't think that's.
Yeah, but
it's just a steakhouse.
But that's my point. Are they going to evaluate steakhouses? We've got a dozen great steakhouses in this town.
The Golden Steer.
Are they going to
3 stars.
Are they going to? So, when they hand out bib gourmands and recommendations, is it going to be because their inspectors literally went to Don's Prime, Golden Steer, Bazaar Meat, Cote, went to all of these and ate meals and took notes? They don't have the time or the money or the coin to.
Okay,
employ them
give me.
into-
You're dodging my question.
Okay,
John.
No, I'm not.
Okay, you got 5 restaurants, and you don't pick the Joel Robuchons, L'Ateliers, or Guy Savoy. Go off the cuff. You go. If someone came up to you and said, "Tell me where I need to go,"
Okay, here's what. Well, the most famous places in town or the most interesting places in town?
Interesting.
Well, I think you'd start with a place called like Sparrow and Wolf, Anima by Ito. I would Esther's Kitchen, because of the reputation it now has nationally. So there's 3 right there. I would probably go to Jose Andres's Bazaar, the new Bazaar Meat, because it's a heavy hitter steakhouse. It's also a Spanish restaurant, just off the top of my head. And then Italian restaurants are, they're all so much the same. But then there's this whole line of steakhouses that I would want to go to because they're so famous here. I think they should also go to Bouchon, like I said before. Bardo Brasserie, probably.
What about a Tombo or that like Amador Cucina?
Yeah, exactly. The
Okay.
newer places, yeah, exactly. And Stubborn Seed, for sure.
Yeah.
Carver Steak.
Okay.
Brezza. So there's, I can send the list to them. I don't know how they compile the list, but I will give you dollars to donuts. They're not sending all their inspectors to all these restaurants. They're just going to make evaluations and hand out awards that everybody's going to go crazy for, even though they're not based on anything but aggregate popularity.
Do you think any are worthy of true stars?
Well, Joel Robuchon will get 2 stars, probably two. Probably
Or I
two.
meant like, yeah, any stars.
Knowing their criteria,
Yeah.
Guy Savoy will still retain his 2 stars. Joel Robuchon will probably be demoted from 3 to 2,
Okay.
just because it's not quite the culinary engine that it was 15 years ago when they gave it 3 stars. L'Atelier will probably rate a star. I'm trying to think what other high-end restaurant on the Strip has food, wine, service, decor in such an
Bazaar
elevated level that would rate that. Bazaar Meat, I'm
Cote.
guessing, will get a star. Now, Cote is a chain. They're not going to give out a stars. to
Bazaar
chain.
Meat's a chain.
Yeah, but it's not a big chain, and it's. I think it's a unique restaurant. Cote's just a rubber stamp of what they do somewhere else. I mean, that's just my opinion.
Okay.
So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I don't know when they're coming out. They didn't say when they're coming out.
I think they've already have boots on the ground. They've already
Yeah.
been here. They're just going to announce the winners in 2026.
Yeah, sometime in 2026.
I haven't heard anything. Okay, I'm interested. I'm curious. I do hope they get to some of the more obscure places to at least give them recognition for like Bib Gourmand. But I hope they don't just look at Eater Vegas and,
Well,
end
that's
up.
what I hope not too. But Michelin loves to keep this shroud of secrecy going because it makes you think they're more qualified than they really are to dole these awards out. And to me, they're like the Oscars or like the Golden Globes in that if you really know the industry, they don't mean anything. But the average person and the press make such a big deal out of it that people think they mean something when they really don't.
But they do.
But to who? What do they mean?
I don't know.
They mean someone.
Look, we love lists. We love humans love being told what to like.
Exactly.
You could look at the James Suckling wine ratings. We like being
mean
told what's
everything's-
good.
yeah.
We like to know what's an A. We're taught it from school. We're like, this was good work. This was bad work. We like to know someone else is giving something a seal of approval. So when we go there, we're like, okay, this is cool. It's why everyone runs around. Not everyone. But people love labeled and branded goods. They
But
don't
don't
have
you
to
think
have
there should be objective standards at play when you start handing out valuable awards and accolades to something, rather
Never.
than just I looked it up. A lot of people like this restaurant. We should just give them let's give them a star. Which I think is what it comes down to here. And I don't think you're going to get lots of sound and fury signifying nothing from this stuff.
Okay.
Just watch. But no, the public relations people are already started going crazy because it's just a way to promote their products.
Well, look, whatever brings people back to this town. If
All right.
Michelin Guide will do it, Godspeed. Update: Bar Bohème is now closed Monday through Tuesday.
Or that would be Monday and Tuesday,
Yeah.
since there's nothing else to go through to get to Tuesday.
Yeah.
She's still a little hungover, folks.
I might be. Apparently, they're still figuring out who their audience is. They're looking to kind of refine the menu. And I've heard that, between a bistro brasserie kind of concept or a high-end French restaurant, Bar Bohème was kind of sitting in the middle, wasn't hitting either. And so now they're about to take the fork in the road to the high-end French restaurant.
That's very interesting to me.
And I think they want to also get consistent service, so you see the same people day in and day out, and they just couldn't do that with 7 days a week. So pay attention, people. I think Bar Bohème is going to go more high end, more refined, fine dining, and
I don't get against my advice.
you want it to go the other way.
Yeah, I want it to be more classic bistro, sort of. Bring it down just a couple of notches in terms of formality, and make it just kind of the bustling. We got the burger, the steak frites, we got the chicken. A lot more churn and burn, but good food, but simple food that people can you can spend hours over it, or you can have a nice meal for a decent price and then leave. But they're not listening to me. They rarely do.
I know. Petite Bohème, they're currently running pop-ups Monday through Tuesday. So nothing's changing with the bar. Petite Bohème, their hours are staying the same, but they're now running these food pop-ups Monday through Tuesday.
Monday through Tuesday again.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
I know.
before
I
we
don't know
leave
why
Barb-
I'm doing
I
that.
know, well,
It's just, I think
Monday
it's
and
how
Tuesday.
it's written here.
Okay. Before we leave the Barbo M, what do you think about the taking a concept of sort of an upscale brasserie bistro and suddenly making it a little more precious and a little more expensive and a little more gourmet fine dining? What's your take on that?
I think the restaurant looks precious when you walk in.
Yeah, it's a nice looking place. Yes.
So, and I also think, like, I look at 1228 Main, and they're situated in to do that churn and burn, basic, high quality. You could sit there forever and have your burger and fries or croissant and cappuccino, but they can't figure it out.
Yeah.
And so I think there is kind of a lull right now of who is the audience of the Arts District, who is actually coming here day in and day out, and locals. As much as I love being a local in Vegas, I think locals have a lot to learn as far as what kind of food really is great. And I think Barbo M should be aspirational, because I think also now with Ada's coming in, you're going to get a much more casual vibe with Ada's. And so I'm not, I don't know. I kind of like the idea of it going a little more fancy and a little more refined. And one thing I would really love to see is them actually do high-end French food really well, consistently, and that service consistently. How cool would that be?
Well, it would be cool, and I agree with you. That's what I would like to see personally.
Yeah.
My vibe killing. I don't want to harsh anybody's vibe here, but my negativity stems from: are there enough people out there like you and me who are clamoring for that kind of elevated experience? And if they haven't found them coming to Barbo M, by becoming more fine dining, are they going to attract more numbers to the restaurant that haven't been coming there yet?
Well, I think Barbo M, as it was a kind of stuck in the middle. Like it wasn't.
Yeah,
that,
like you said. Yeah, I
it
agree.
wasn't that consistent. It was.
Oh, and I had some pretty bad food there. A couple times. Not
and
bad's wrong term. Let's just say it didn't hit its proper French cuisine marks.
And I had moments where service was a little slow or lazy. And so I would really like it to refine everything and just hit that high note of quality and consistency. And I think then locals will go there.
All right. Well, we'll see, because I want to. I hope there's a market there for that, but I don't know.
So.
I don't know how many me's there are out there. I'm asking the question.
Well, I mean, I look around. There's Anima. That's an obscure kind of concept. There's EDO, obscure. Those are weird.
Yeah.
They're not standard Italian restaurants. And Esther's isn't really even a standard Italian restaurant. It is a little more so.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, before I forget, I want to get back to Michelin bashing.
Okay.
Okay, just for a second. You know what Michelin's going to ignore? Chinatown. Mark my words. They will frickin' ignore Chinatown.
Well, they have to go to Endo. They would have to, if they don't go.
Endo, yeah, exactly.
The special 8-seat one.
There's Kame, there's Endo, there's Kanga, Sanga, Sanga.
Kabuto.
Yui. Yes, but I'm guessing the whole of Chinatown. I mean that sort of organic, with the Vietnamese, Korean, Chinese, Szechuan, all that great mix, the dumplings, the noodles. Mm-hmm. I think it's just going to get, it's going to be like, oh yeah, and there's a Chinatown you should go to too. Mark my words. I hope I'm wrong, but I won't be.
I bet Endo's little special place will get one.
Yeah,
I think if they don't, I
think Sparrow and Wolf should be given.
I haven't gone there.
Yeah. What?
I just
a blasphemer.
I know.
Well, okay, now we got to take you. Get the food gal. We're
going.
Saddle up, food gal. We're taking Ash. Sparrow and Wolf.
But yeah, so that's what's going on with Michelin. I hope they go to Chinatown. Barbo M, Monday and Tuesday closed.
Petite pop-ups. Ada's opening the 12/19.
Friday, which is 12/19, but first day of actual service is Monday,
Yeah.
12/15.
Right. And a little bird told me that they might even be doing some soft opening stuff.
I think there's something tonight.
Yeah, something tonight. Yeah, and they have a buyout. I walked by there the other day and they said, "Oh, we have a buyout." And I said that to Kat Thomas, "How do you have a buyout if a restaurant isn't even open yet?"
And that's called profitability, baby.
She said she knew people and they wanted to buy out their whole place before they even opened. So they're going to do one of those nights. So really excited about what's happening with Ada's, and I'm just pleased as punch that so much is going on downtown.
And a lot of the dishes from Ada's are carrying over. They've added about 5 more dishes. And then the other thing that's going on is the makeshift union space next to Old Esther's is going to be kind of a retail.
Wine bar-ish kind of place.
It's going to be wine retail, wine tasting bar, and a private dining room / also overflow if needed.
Right.
So they will be doing a lot more of those like free wine tasting experiences over there, which I'm excited about, and just got to find time to work. And
Wine Central now, California Street in downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah.
You can go back and forth between Garage East and Ada's, which will be great.
And then last but not least, before we take a break, Chef Leticia Mitchell
Yay, Leticia.
apparently is looking to open a new cafe in the Arts District. So What Now Vegas came across licensing paperwork submitted to the city of Las Vegas for a cafe called Besties Cafe at Commerce and Imperial.
Yeah.
And Leticia, and I think it's her niece that she has like all of her little ventures with.
Yeah, nice. Well, then Bahamar's coming to the north end, a few blocks north. And, we were down there. I'll talk about this after the break. But that whole Commerce Street around Imperial and Utah is becoming just a real hot spot, the way up here around Charleston and Main Street has been. It's a lot of cool stuff is going, and there's a giant apartment condo thing right across the street there that's about to open up too. So, I'm kind of amazed at and there's that Dustland bar down there. Viking Mikes. To make sure we get it right, the actual name is Viking Mikes Alpine Yurt Bar. How about that for a mouthful of yurt? Okay, so let's take a break.
Let's take a break, and we'll be back, and we'll go over where we've been, pet peeves, etc.
I'm the best.
Personal injury law has been the same for a long time.
The best.
Big egos, greed, and sleazy schemes. We've had enough. Welcome to Sam and Ash, the new standard for personal injury law, where things are done the right way, because you deserve a team that delivers real support and results. When you have both, your whole world can change. Sam and Ash Injury Law, because you deserve what's right.
All right, we're back. Sammy's on it, even if we're not. On it like a bonnet, Sammy.
I know. I just kind of moved forward, and then I was like, wait, I need to check and make sure I'm actually
I gotta make sure I'm awake here.
Yeah. All right, we're back. Let's go through where we've been, and then we'll go through our pet peeves, which we've confirmed that we have.
And then we have some a couple of interesting letters to the editor.
Yes, we do. Let's see. Okay, Tamba. We returned back together. We went with a large crowd so we could order a lot of things. The winter menu is out.
Right. Shout out to Greg and Christine, our friends of the show, and Don, the real estate agent of the Stars.
Yes. Yeah. It was really, I love that place. And the winter menu was exciting. 20-some new dishes or something.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean, we get such a blizzard of food when we go there. And it's all so good. I tend to lose. I remember the eggplant thing. I'm not an eggplant lover, but man, that fiery eggplant was great. That was kind of a smoked eggplant dish.
The broccoli Caesar.
The broccoli Caesar stood out.
The pomelo salad.
Yeah, pomelo, also known as grapefruit. It's a form of grapefruit for all of you. And what What do we get? What are our proteins? I'm trying to remember.
The lamb chops.
Yeah, thank you. I put them on. I put this great photo
I know.
on Instagram. They might be the best lamb chops.
And the best
in
part
town.
is you didn't want them. I ordered those on the sly when no one was paying attention because I knew we had already ordered a ton of food.
Yeah.
And when they came out, John was like, we got so much food.
Yeah, but I ate a whole one. Oh, they were good.
They were so good.
It's something about the coating. They do this Indian spice coating, which is, if you can believe it, it's spicy. It's spiced, but not spicy like
Hot,
But
yeah.
it's so intriguing. You know, the mix of whatever peppers and there's cloves and fenugreek and things like that in there, and you just eat it, and they're done to that perfect medium rareness, and they kind of melt in your mouth.
Yep.
You know, and you're just like, lamb chops don't get any better than this.
They're so good. I actually picked up the bone to get
Yeah,
the little.
you did a Rocky on it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I mean, and
Birani. We did the filet birani.
Birani was great. I think we got the banana wrap sea bass, which is a standard. You've got have to get there.
You have to.
I mean, it's just Tom was just, and it was a Friday night we went, but it was jammed. I mean, they were busy and good for them. I can't wait to get to Gymkhana, and I'm hoping to go midweek this coming week with some friends because I just want to see how this Gymkhana is going to how it's going to compare and contrast. To
I'm
Tambo.
excited to hear your take.
Yeah.
Let's see. Where else did I go? Went to Joe's Stone Crab the other night. It was Tuesday night. I went.
What's your move? What's your go-to order at Joe's Stone Crab?
The chopped. We did the chops. No, the BLT salad. We did the Lyonnaise potatoes, the coleslaw, and king crab legs. And then someone else had the Dover sole.
Really? So
Yeah, no steak.
no steaks.
I've had their steak and it's okay. I just go there for when I walk in there, I am thinking seafood. That's what I go there for.
I guess because the stone crabs are famous, of course.
Yeah.
And they do great fish, and
Yeah.
you know they also do a great fried chicken there. We've talked about this
Yeah,
before.
I haven't had the fried
it
chicken,
is-
but I know it's legendary.
It is one of the best things on the menu, and nobody talks about it. But Joe's Prime Seafood and Stone Crab, get the fried chicken.
Okay,
sometime.
next time.
It's delicious. Yes.
Then went to La Barbecue, which is a Michelin-starred barbecue place out of Austin.
Michelin-starred barbecue. You know, somewhere Paul Bocuse is rolling over in his grave.
A
right
Michelin
now.
tire is rolling over.
Yeah, well, Paul Bocuse. I mean, good God, Michelin-starred barbecue.
Let them have.
No,
that.
okay. What are we going to give? We're going to give the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches the Michelin stars next.
I think they've given like a rotisserie chicken place.
Yeah, they give a sandwich shop in New Orleans one time, or that got a James Beard Award.
Yeah.
More bullshit. Anyway, what about the La Barbecue?
So it's at the tavern. It's a pop up. I think the last day is the 14th. It's a very limited menu. They do their shredded brisket tacos, which I would pass on. We had them, and then they do a large barbecue plate that you can share with the sausage, pulled pork, brisket, all very good. You get mac and cheese or shells and cheese. What else?
What's the point of this pop-up?
It's NFR. So a lot of cowboys, which was actually kind of fun because when we were there, you're sitting in the bar, you got cowboys everywhere. They had NFR on the TV. I'm watching a steer wrestling, and I'm like, fuck yeah. Like,
wrestle that steer.
Also, at what point, I was asking them, what point in a person's life do they realize?
I think they're calves, really, not whole steers. Okay.
Well,
It's
it's
pretty
the
hard to
event is
wrestle
called steer wrestling, but they do look little. They still have horns.
Yeah, but a whole steer would a 3,000-pound steer would be pretty hard.
It looked like a little
hard
young.
to wrestle.
But at what point in your life do you just go, yeah, that's my profession is going
Yeah.
to be hopping off a horse and tackling a steer.
Those guys. Well, I mean, I'm not into that cowboy shit, but those guys are athletes and they are brave as anybody. Okay, they can. What they do with animals is incredible.
But yeah, so did that. It was fun. I enjoyed it. And then went to Winnie and Ethel's downtown diner on Maryland Parkway in Charleston, fighting through the construction. have to go to all these places that are, battling
Yeah.
true construction war zones.
Yeah, and it's really bad around Winnie Nethel's there.
And up on Decatur and Charleston. It's just a mess. But I hadn't been there in a really long time. Went midday, weekday, had the pancakes, malted pancakes.
You're getting as predictable as Sam Mirjovsky.
They were a side.
Okay, good. Did you get something else?
Yeah, I got this thing called the haystack.
The haystack. What's that? Just more pancakes?
No.
Pancakes
It comes
on
with
pancakes.
chorizo or sausage gravy, but you can get both, half and half. And then it's like the shoestring French fries, cheese, and sunny side up eggs. It was really good.
Haystack. So you're getting like country gravy
Yeah.
and chorizo gravy.
Yeah. I couldn't decide. I'm indecisive. And the guy was like, you can do half and half. And I said, we're doing that.
Sounds like a Waffle House fever dream.
It was. When it came out, it just tickled all my taste buds,
Okay.
and I loved it. And the pancakes were just off to the side, checking in, making sure they're still top 3 in town, and they are. They
Almost went to Dupar's the other day with the food gal, but she
nixed it.
Well, she didn't nix it.
She nixed it.
It was like she just didn't. She just didn't want to go into that hotel,
The Suncoast.
just for a bunch of pancakes.
I don't blame her. I did notice that the Dupar's booths are up for sale on Facebook Marketplace, and I was really tempted.
Yes.
I'm going to buy one
Why
for
don't
our
we get
guests.
them? Why don't we decorate the studio
I
here
think I might. I'm going to reach
with
out.
the Dupar's guests?
One of the old booths. I know. I was inebriated enough to find it.
Yeah.
Wasn't inebriated enough to buy it. So there's that fine limbo.
Drunk shopping is the best. It is.
That would have been a tough one to explain to the office when that showed up. Like
What do we do with this?
But yeah, Winnie and Ethel's really great. Packed. Middle of the day, like
Nice.
10
Very
a.m.
nice.
weekday. I was
yeah.
impressed. I really love what they do.
Yeah.
Service is still a little weird.
Mallory and Aaron, though,
The service is still a little weird.
because
but it's
it's
better.
so hard. I mean, it sounds so cliche, and I don't say it. I'm not saying this facetiously. I mean, it's so hard to get good help these days, and it is. I mean, it's just these small restaurants. The people they just go through them like water. I mean, and the turnover is incredible. Everybody who works there wants to be working, at the Bellagio or Caesar's Palace, and so they come and go. I mean, plus the restaurant industry is in general doesn't always have the most stable reputation for employees. But man, these small restaurants, it's like every day's an adventure with who's going to show up for work.
But you love that place. They have one of the most warms the soul menu. Like when I read their menu,
Yeah.
I want to eat it all. They've got a meatloaf sandwich,
Right, the meatloaf is
prime
great.
dip sandwich, a burger. They're doing steak and eggs.
They do grilled cheese.
Yeah,
I mean, they
turkey club.
Yeah,
I mean, they're
yeah.
just, and that's one of those places that honestly, if you can't find something on that menu, it's a you problem, and it's all very good.
I think it should get a Michelin star. I mean, I do. I mean,
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if
Thank
we're
you
gonna
for coming around.
And so should pancakes. Well, now that
Yes,
we're at it.
Dupar's.
Okay,
so
let's
that's
get
where have you been? You went to
Tomba. We talked about Settebello, the OG of great Napolitana pizza in town.
Mm-hmm.
People forget. I think they're about to celebrate their 15th year anniversary. The one out in Henderson, which was the first one. We go to the one on West Sahara because it's up that way.
Fort Apache.
The Fort Apache.
Yep.
And just wandered in. That's where we went instead of Dupar's because I got a hankering for pizza, and I said, let's just go there, and got there about 1 o'clock, 1:15 on like a Wednesday. Had a nice little crowd, kind of retiree, gray hairs, a few kids.
They're open at lunch.
Yeah, they're open at lunch midweek, and we ordered 2 pizzas. We got the margarita. With I think the special buffalo mozzarella and the pizza bianca, which is basically arugula and prosciutto and some really nice Parmesan cheese, but no tomato sauce. And we got a beet salad there. Beet salad. Let me look this up. Hold on. I want to show you. I should have. Sorry for not having this teed up already, folks.
Unacceptable.
I mean, unacceptable. Unacceptable.
A few moments
I mean,
later.
I'll just but I want to show you. I mean, first of all, I want the record to reflect that I hate beets.
You
Okay?
do?
I hate. Oh yeah.
Why?
Well, because they taste like dirt.
They
Mostly.
do not.
They do too. Oh, they taste dirt too. Okay. Well, we'll argue about this later.
What did beets ever do to you?
I know, but I'm about to do a mea culpa here.
Oh my gosh, good.
I'm
Go,
gonna
go,
reverse
go.
it. So the food gal likes her greens, so we're getting these pizzas. They're both individual pizzas, and she says, "Let's get the beet salad." I said, "Okay, I'm game. Beets, goat cheese, and pine nuts, right? And cashews." No, actually, I think it's
Chickpeas?
No. I'm looking at these. These are almonds. Okay, and I said, okay, I'll get it. And it comes in, and it shows up, and it's this kind of little. And this is like midweek in a little pizza restaurant, half full. And I mean, they bring this nice composed salad to the table with this balsamic dressing. We asked for it on the side, and it was beautiful. I mean, the beets were cooked right. They were a little bit soft. I think they were dressed lightly. I mean, I think they may have had a bit of oil and vinegar on them. They were sweet. They complemented the arugula. The goat cheese was great. The nuts gave it a little crunch. And we're just sitting there just plowing through this beet salad at Settebello like I've always loved beets. So you see, I can't
reformed.
change. I can't change. A man can change
Look
his
at
stripes.
that.
So I like that.
I think beets are one of those things that a lot of people started doing, and then they weren't doing them well.
Well, you have to know.
You got to cook them exactly perfectly so they don't turn to mush, but they're not still rock hard.
Right, and
so
these are
it's
tender. And these are, if you notice my picture there,
Yeah.
these are cut into tiny,
Yeah.
perfectly concentric, perfectly formed little cubes. I mean, it was an excellent salad. And then, of course, we had the two pizzas. And I did a thing on Twitter about the makings of true Napolitana pizza, which is a real type of pizza. It's thin. It's kind of thin, almost mushy in the middle.
Floppy, very soggy.
Very floppy.
Yeah.
Like the phrase I used was as floppy as a basset hound's ears, right?
For sure.
For sure. And it's almost very liquidy in the center. Very good cheese. Not a lot of tomato sauce, but the cornichon and the puffy outside of it, the leoparding around it. It's there to highlight the crust that's then both chewy and then really soft, and just the right measure of tomato and cheese and basil. And Settebello does it as well as anybody in town.
Yeah, they really do. Yeah, it's all about that fermentation process.
right.
It's really good.
And the wood, and it's the wood that makes it good. I mean, it's
Yeah, you got to cook it at a really high heat for like
900
90,
degrees.
60
Yeah,
seconds. For 90 seconds, it's just in there and out, and it just
yeah, really. I think it's usually like 60 seconds or less.
Yeah,
Sometimes, you
it's-
know? And so these come right out. We're having a great time at Settebello, and congrats on their 15-year anniversary. Then went to You or Me, now called Pan Asian Restaurant.
yeah.
I ran into Melissa, the owner there. Took number 2 son, and and his mom, and we. We went super early because he had just driven 8 hours from Albuquerque, so he was starving. So we go straight there when they open. And she gives us the spiel about how they kind of ditched the sushi because sushi is very ingredient heavy. Food costs are high.
Yep.
You got to charge a lot of money for it. So they want to go more Pan Asian, and they have a Thai restaurant. They're calling it Pan Asian, but all the hits on the menu were Thai. So it's really a Thai restaurant now. I mean, and it was great. We had this tom yum soup, which was fantastic. I'm looking at my son over there. The pork belly, the crispy pork belly came out, which again, which blew us away.
There's some curry you had, I think.
Yeah, thank you. The star of the show. Thank you. And Melissa says, get the curry, the steak Penang curry.
Yes.
And it
that's
comes out in this bubbling, steamy hot pot. And I mean, it's overused to say sauce is addictive, but this is this rich Thai spice gravy that is bubbling, and they put the filet mignon on top of it with red and green peppers that are cooked, and they serve it. And like one order will feed 4 people, and it did, and it's spectacular. It looks
Wow.
spectacular, especially for cold weather food. which we'll get in Vegas eventually.
I know, yeah.
It's one of the best dishes I've had, and I think it will be the steak Penang curry there will be the signature dish that they've had there. And I was blown away. They've sort of done an interesting thing with the restaurant in that they've lightened things up. They've changed the interior. It was always nice before. It seems to be a little lighter, more informal, but also brighter, and there's a little more gaiety and frivolity. And then the colors are brighter, the lights, and there's signage up there that says, cocktails. Still have a really nice 6-seat cocktail bar at one end, and they're putting out some really good Thai food there.
I got to get there.
So, and I'm trying to see. Oh yes, I'll show the papaya salad was also really nice. Showing that to everybody, since I'm assuming this is nothing but food nerds here. So we will, and the cream cheese and seafood stuffed wontons were great. And then there's Melissa, so I will show you my favorite thing here.
I'm loving this because every time you list something, your son is nodding in approval.
Yeah.
So I know you're not lying.
Here's the steak Penang curry that's bubbling up right here. You'll see right there. Yeah, it is really nice. And
what's the white stuff on top?
Those are little lychee nuts. Little lychees, which give a little fruity tang to the steak and everything. I mean, it's just as, you or me is worth a look. And somebody texted me today about because Melissa will tell you that they've just had to ditch the sushi. So a local restaurant guy texted me today and said, why doesn't sushi make it downtown? And I said, because the cheap stuff is everywhere, and the expensive stuff, the really good stuff, is too expensive. So the really high-end sushi is never going to fly downtown because it's $100 per person minimum, to get it done right. And you can get the all-you-can-eat stuff, the conveyor belt sushi.
I would argue though that Chin Chin, they're doing it well.
They're doing it well. But Melissa's didn't think it was worth the time and expense. There used to be a place called Bacho.
Okay.
Bacho over on 6th Street, and it didn't make it. And I just don't think it's an easy sell to the downtown people. I just don't.
I agree. I think it's expensive to keep it
Too
fresh.
niche
But I also always said if you're gonna sell sushi, you need a sushi bar, and they never had a sushi bar. Which if you walk into a cheap sushi restaurant, they've got the fish lined up and they've got the guys back there making it, and you never had that at You or Me. And
Very
so
good
I
point.
always was like, there's something weird about it.
Right.
So
you can order sushi off the menu, but you can't get it. Yes,
you can't see it. So
I'm
I'm
excited.
excited.
It's a good smart move for her. Okay,
Cool pivot.
to pivot into Thai food. There's also 3 different ramens on there, and there's some Chinese dumplings. So they do have an assortment of Asian noodles and soups and things of that nature. But I think the move's going to be Thai food at You or Me, Pan-Asian restaurant. And then finally, like I said before, we went to Fork on a whim, because it's only been open like a week, and Jonathan Wright at the RJ had written it opened. We talked about it before, and our friends Pearl and Ray said, let's just go check it out.
Be gentle.
My son is looking at me right now, and the food gal and I discussed this morning. I'm just going to say, if you look if you look up the definition of optimism in a dictionary, there's going to be the Fork Las Vegas restaurant, right? A picture next to it. Okay.
And is that where we're leaving it? I'm okay. You said it was early.
I don't know where else to leave it.
Okay.
I mean, it's just
Sahara and Rancho. It's been open a few days.
In the plazas, which used to be a hot spot.
Is it just dinner or is it lunch and dinner?
It's just dinner. It's just dinner, and they're going to open like a speakeasy.
Do they have a wine list?
With 4 wines on it.
Okay, give them time. We're going to give them time.
We're going to give them time.
And I'm going to request that they spell check their menu. It was all over the place.
Yes, I'm just trying to say that this place on West Sahara, which used to be a hot spot, there used to be the coffee pub there. This was formerly
coffee pub's still there.
Yeah, it's that, but it back in the day, and I mean the 80s and 90s, it was a huge gathering place. Everybody went there. this where Fork used to be a place called Romeo's, and then it's been incarnated a couple other times. And they're trying to do like a French American menu, and in that shopping center in that neighborhood, I mean, you could have Joel Robuchon coming down from heaven and cooking at the stoves, and I'm not sure it would make it. So I wish them well. And I did have some good things. I want to say we love the sea bass. We thought
It looked good.
The steak tartare was fantastic. I mean, and the sea bass was very good. Hugh Alexander Curtis, my son, had the cheeseburger, which he shared with everybody. We all thought it was very solid. I don't know if it was Hamburguesa Principessa level great, but it was certainly a B+, A-, cheeseburger. And the people were super nice. Chef was there. It was kind of empty because they're brand new. I mean, they've been open 5 days. But the interior is pretty bare. And again, the location. So let's just keep our fingers crossed and see if they can make it. I'm just wondering who their customers are going to be.
I think a lot of people down here have to figure that out.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, you got Pepper Clubs closing and revamping. I think they had a little bit of a who is our customer and who's our consumer. You know, we talked about Barbo M doing it. Fork's going to do it. I mean,
it should be the first question every chef and owner asks. Who are our customers going to be?
Yeah, but you also are facing an artist. It's a clash between the artist or the chef wanting to make a certain food.
And hoping that people just show up.
Yeah.
Well,
if you cook it, they will come.
But it doesn't really work that way.
I know. So,
not in the cutthroat world of American restaurants. Okay.
I agree. It's tough.
Okay. So anyway, good luck to Fork. And I don't know why they add the extra E.
Make it Frenchy.
I know, but I think Sammy said it kind of it tells you don't know what it is. I mean, you know.
It's not from here.
Forka, whatever. So good luck, Fork.
Okay, let's do some quick pet peeves we've got. We will.
Well, let's end with our pet peeves.
Okay.
Let's go through a couple of our.
We'll save ours, and then we'll go through listener stuff now.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay. Do you want to edit Jed B's?
Yeah, I will read Jed B since I'm the one who swears the most on this.
Okay.
From Jed B. I'm a big ice cream fan who knows what he wants, so nothing bugs the shit out of me more than someone requesting multiple samples or any samples at all with giant exclamation point. What in the hell do you think mint chocolate chip is going to taste like, you mother ... When choosing ice cream, you either know what it's going to taste like and don't need a sample, or you would never order that particular flavor. So what are you tasting it for? Jesus. I don't know what Jesus has to do with any of this, but
leave Jesus out.
Apparently poor Jed B has been in Baskin-Robbins one too many times where people are asking for, well, let me see what Rocky Road tastes like. Whatever. Jed,
Okay,
I don't get it, but if it bugs you, I guess that's okay.
I'm going to push back. Look, I get it. Getting a sample of mint chocolate chip is weird, or like coffee ice cream. Yeah, you're just cheating the system. But if they're doing something weird,
yeah,
then okay.
Our special is peanut butter pina colada ice cream today.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
okay. Let me try that, and I may get it, or I just want to be able to say I've had a peanut butter pina colada ice cream at some point in my life. I sympathize with you, Jed B, but I also feel like this is a fact of life. When you're going to counter service, I face it every day getting coffee. Everyone's up there reading the menu. I don't know what I want.
Like, well, that's the food gal's pet peeve. We'll get to that in a minute. Okay, from Ronald W. Eating in the dark. There are restaurants where you can eat in the dark. Thoughts? There's one in Vegas,
Babette's.
Yeah, exactly. Babette's. Unintentionally eating in the dark. Well, there's actually one called whatever on Valley View there.
Yeah. Blackout dining.
Blackout dining. It's just stupid. I mean, I don't know why people do it. I mean,
it's to increase the senses.
Well, I would love, if you were taking a date there that you barely knew.
That's what I would say about Babette's.
Yeah. You mean you just sit there and go, let's do this for fun. You wouldn't have to make any conversation.
Oh.
And at the end of the meal, it could be great, it could be terrible, but you'd have a lot to talk about once the lights came up.
Yeah, I always say that's why you go to Delilah too. because
Yeah.
it's so loud.
So
You can't
exactly.
talk to you. Just look at each other.
Well, it's just not about the food, man. My
Yeah.
only thought about these places, I think it's kind of stupid. It's one of those immersive experiences that I am so disdainful of, but it's a gimmick. But it probably works on some entertainment level. Certainly not about the food.
No. Okay, listener emails. Penny R, sad to say, quality and service at 00 has slipped to the point we may not go back. Been at least 3 times a year since they opened, and probably not going back. Tonight we got there at 4:30, catch the tail end of happy hour, seated at a table with another couple. Took a while to get drinks. Feels like hostess was also acting as server, despite there only being 3 other parties in the whole restaurant. Crust quality on the classic was undercooked.
Ooh.
Yeah, it just overall, sorry to report that they love the
yeah.
place. It just, it might not be what it is.
Yeah. I'm Penny R. I feel for you. I haven't been there in a while. When they went to deck ovens, when they sold us everybody on the wood fire to win the deck ovens.
And Michael Vacnin's not there anymore.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I run into him every so often. He's not. Was he down in Southern California?
He's doing that Truly Pizza.
Yeah, he was doing that. So, so this is one of those places where I get very cynical about this because it's only happened to me, hundreds of times over the years. But when they open the place to big fanfare and they have all these bona fides and lots of PR push and they're doing really, really good work and they get lots of press and they seduce everybody with how great they are. And then when the owner sees that they've got that established, they immediately start cutting costs, personnel, quality, and you just feel like you've been, it's been sold a bill of goods. So I feel for you there. YouTube from Ball Bomb, thanks for addressing my pizza ranking question, guys. I told Ash 100% it would cause chaos, but I think John loves handing out his own awards and being the final arbiter. True. He gets me. He really gets me. Yeah, there's only one arbiter of what's good in this town, and you're looking at him. Okay. Pet peeve from Ball Bomb, the average or forgettable service that turns incredible right before it's time to tip. This only makes me realize that my server has the ability to be great, but chose not to until it's money time. Yeah, good point, Ball Bomb. Got it. Pet peeves. The pet peeves, though, 100%. I cannot stand when people can't take time off their phones when at the table or loud, obnoxious in public. That's
Amber from Vancouver.
Yeah, got it.
Shove aside while undecided in line to let others order instead of holding up the line. Preach.
Yes. Authentic Vegas, you can take that one.
It would be impossible to rank pizza in Vegas. That said, you could name the 10 joints that do it best. I, again, for myself, find Naked City Pizza does the only buffalo style pie in Las Vegas and among my top 5 overall.
All right.
We could do a top 10 pizza. Well, maybe we'll do it.
You want to gain 10 pounds? Let's go. I'm fat enough. You could use
it's winter. I
you
could
could
take
use
a few
pounds.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do it. Maybe we'll feel ballsy.
All right. Well, those were good. Okay, let's go to our pet peeves now. And wrap this up.
Why don't you go first?
I got to remember what it was. I'm usually angry about so many things. Well, okay, yeah. Well, Sammy and I were talking about Twitter trolls today, so that's my pet peeve. There's some people. I don't have many, and Twitter is the most toxic cesspool of this stuff.
It is.
I mean, that's one thing I've always liked about Instagram, especially. It tends to be very friendly. Instagram, you don't see a lot of negativity, and if it is, it's trying to be funny. Facebook is, pretty familiar. Mm-hmm. People get political on Facebook, but I don't see them getting nasty. But Twitter, because everybody can hide behind the anonymity of Twitter, and I've said this before about you can have any handle you want. I mean, I have these people that just like to poke at me, and I look
2 followers.
Yeah, they got 5. They got 19 followers, and they follow 132 people, and they're at TBY1. That's it. And so they say whatever they want because they're anonymous, and they pretend to be in the know. And they always have this a little learning is a dangerous thing. So I know more than you do, and you're so full of shit when you say this. Of course, they're never going to come out from behind the curtain and say, okay, just who are you and what do you know? It's easy to play that game that I'm just going to poke holes at what you say and pretend I know more than you do. And all the time to make myself feel good or look good when I'm never really called called to question based upon who I actually am, rather than just a keyboard warrior. So those they exist. They used to get to me more than they do. Sometimes I parry with them, as Sammy and I were talking, and tell them they're full of shit. And I like people like them who take a semi amount of information to an absurd level and to make themselves feel good. But I hate that, so I just kind of ignore them. But that's my pet peeve of the week. If you're gonna insult me, if you want to battle with me, you want to cross swords, cross sabatiers with me, then come out from the dark and show your face.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't get trolls. No, that's not kidding. I do get trolls.
You get guys asking you on dates. That's different. That's a different kind of trolling.
They're trolls too.
Once you get to know them, they are.
My pet peeve is cocktails that take too long to come out. When you're waiting for them for whatever reason. And then also don't bring me in a amuse-bouche or like a gift from the chef before my cocktails get there. I really would like to give me my drink and then let me start enjoying the food. Does that make sense?
Okay.
So we ordered cocktails, right, and it was taking an obnoxiously long time.
Okay.
So on its own. Then they also sent out the little bites that they want from the chef.
Okay, right.
And I'm like, you can send me the little bites.
Yeah, but I still haven't gotten my drinks yet. Yeah.
Fucking give me my drinks, because I really don't want to start eating until I've also had my drink.
Yeah, yeah. Well, okay, I get it now. Yes.
Just give me my drink.
Right away. And enough. But haven't the cocktail bars and the bartenders of America hamstrung themselves over the last 2 decades because everyone wants to get these exotic cocktails that have to be smoked and 5 ingredients and this.
That's
and
a problem.
And
especially if I'm not at a cocktail
bar. Every drink takes
bar.
10 minutes to make. Okay, and
I'm not at a cocktail. I'm at a restaurant.
Yeah. Well, what gets me is when I order a bottle of wine, and I want the wine, like you say, and then
for a specific dish,
for
and
a
you're like, where?
Dish, and so the dishes have come on, and all the appetizers are showing up. Where's that wine I ordered like 15 minutes ago?
Yes.
Okay.
And they're like, oh, they're looking for it in the back, and you're like, well, okay, cool, but I did kind of want that.
Now I've eaten the shrimp appetizer, and it's all gone. Here's your white wine, sir. Here's your Chablis.
And then here's your steak. It's like, no.
There's an
order of operations here.
Exactly. There's an order of battle that must be followed, and I forgive that in the less formal restaurants.
Sure.
I forgive it more. But when restaurants have pretensions of gastronomia, of some
when
kind,
they think,
then it's inexcusable.
Of course.
If it's in Chinatown, who gives a shit?
I also try to if I I will try to say I want this wine with this dish so that they understand hey, let's maybe wait to fire that thing. I try to give a little heads up, but
well, some restaurants still we can go on and on about this, but in some of these hotels, the wine is way far away, from, and then they come back and tell you, well, we have to go down in the basement and bring it up in an elevator. I mean, like, really? So, in other words, I should pre-order my wine? How does this work? Okay, well, hey, I don't know how Sammy gonna. I love her titles for our little episodes. This one, what would the title of this one be?
Ooh,
Twitter troll,
or it's like a Thai transition.
Go fork yourself.
Go fork yourself. That's a good one.
Go fork
Trolls,
yourself.
go fork yourself.
Okay, we're giving you ideas here, Sammy.
Yeah.
Go for it. Well, with that, I guess
we're done. We're done.
Bon appetit, mes amis.
No. Good night, Canada.
And good night, Canada.